Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. Doing it like a preacher man. Doing it on a one-night stand. Doing it like old grandpa. Doing it like a fly on the wall. Everybody doing it, doing it, doing it. Everybody doing the day. Everybody doing it, doing it, doing it. Everybody doing the day. They're doing it like the FBI. They're doing it act like Superfly. Doing it for a second chance. Doing it for a song and dance. Doing it like a big fat lie. They're doing it on a phony smile. They're doing it in an automobile. They're doing it on 4 flat wheels. Everybody doing it, doing it, doing it. Everybody doing the day. Everybody doing it, doing it, doing it. Everybody doing the day.
I'm going in now. I hope you all send real good feelings out there. Hey everybody, how you doing up there? All right. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Oh man. Hey. Oh, it just feels so good to be back here with you. You know, I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. You know, after Monday and Tuesday, I mean, even the calendar says WTF. There you go. We got somebody here alive and talk the tune. Take that spoon out of his mouth and do it right. They do it right. Oh, I'll tell you, we got a great show for you tonight. Whoa, we've got so many different things going on in the world, and especially in our own world here. What's going on? I go, holy cow. Yeah, huh? Oh, we got a man, his first time to the Bruce Latimer show. Yeah, hadn't seen him before. Now, he produced the Human Being 50-year anniversary. Let's see, 1/14/17, as they say. All these people were kind of Chet Helms and had something to do with it. Alan Cohen, he did too, and it was just a really sort of a big deal, and lots of people were there. That's really kind of what I'm into. That's the whole thing is what I'm into. People getting together, making their hearts sing, kind of pouring off the bad stuff. Let it run down, down to the floor. Yeah, so getting that sort of thing together where people can kind of get together and talk and do things that are important in our lives. Oh, yeah. He also produced the Digital Being. Digital Being, right, it's really cool. I got a lot to learn about it. Yeah, oh boy, do I. Oh. Kind of working together, a network of festivals. Burning Man is one of the issues that are sort of what's happening now. Rainbow Serpent, world music. I like where he's coming from because although he's quite young, he's way ahead of where I'm at, and I have no problem saying that. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Michael Gosney is with us this evening. Oh. And a band that was a Chad from a hanging Chad in the Bush Gore presidential race. Oh man, you know, they performed throughout the West Coast. Randy himself, he walked on the moon. Randy walked on the moon. Oh. And the great guitarist Norman Collins, he also walked in the Siberian desert twice backwards. Real nice group. We like the scene that they're all about. They're putting it out for us. Hello to you people up in Lakeport, California. You saw the group up there not too long ago at the Soper Reese Theater. Little green turtle, little green turtle is here tonight. Oh, and by the way, it's something I've been trying to do this for a while. I just never really got down to it. The only thing I've written lately is, well, the script for the show. Yeah, the script for the show. And I've written a couple of plays and crap like that. That was years ago, and I'm not really I'm not really a good writer that way. But I wrote this thing, and it's sort of a world premiere. It's called L-A-R-D. L-A-R-D. Lard. Lard. I mean, everything you eat right now, it's not totally packaged. Just thrown in all together, and who knows what's going to be there when you buy it out of your store. That's the way I do it all the time. Lard, yeah, great little song. I finally got all the words together. I want to thank anybody right now that's going through some pain and hate and hurt and needs some help. It's going to come to you when it does. When it does. Get down inside your heart and say, he was a good. He was a good man. Talking about your brother. Oh, good friend Stephen lost his brother. So sad. So sad. So sad. We'll turn it around and make it move somewhere else upstairs. All of you can put your hands together right now and help me in welcoming the swinging Chads with a hey.
Thank you, Bruce. I want to do a song for you here. I was in Maui, Hawaii, and there was a blue moon. Now, tomorrow night, I believe there is a blue moon, and the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. Come on. So I wrote this song about a phenomenon that happened when there's a stormy night and a full moon. There's a moonbow, and that's what the song's called, Blue Sunshine. Know about you, but we're all looking for something that we know we'll never, ever find. Out in the wilderness somewhere, there's someone that might know the truth. Blue sunshine. We're all looking for something that's supernatural. It's a moonbow riding on the high seas. It's put there for me to see and believe. I'll never be the same. Blue sunshine all my days. Now I've heard of this happening many times without me. The myth and the magic goes way, way far away. Like Ponce de Leon, searching for that liquid sunshine. All they had to do was cry out, I wanna be reborn. blue sunshine unlike anything I have ever seen. It's a moonbow rising on the high seas. It's worth it for me to see and believe. Been with me all my days, and if you with me all my days. Robin Collins. Thank you.
Randy, what a stay up
Light fell across her face, lost in her embrace. Nights we spend our hearts, days we spend apart, and hearts all beating oh so tenderly. I wake up far away from the state of want, state of want, state of want, state of want. You know what you want. You know what I need. The sky hanging down so low. He's
Thank you, Norman Collins. Always in the seat of one. These are some new songs from our new album called Bringing the Heat. And I think we're going to be doing it in vinyl. So all of you that need something for your coffee table for your glasses to not stain. The CDs are way too small for the big bugs. We got one more Norman song. We're going to take a little break and see Uncle Bruce. Okay. Oh, thank you. Special purpose. Yeah, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm standing all alone now. My story, yeah, can be told now. My fingers are hypnotized. I'm waiting, yeah, for your phone call. I had the storyline all worked out, but there was something I forgot about so completely, so completely. Now I'm thinking about a new place, somewhere, yeah, with no trace. Well, I can work hard if I wanted to. Look how hard I am work for you. I am showing I all worked out, but there was something I forgot about so completely, so completely. You could be trying your loving heart, but there was something I could never ever part with. To start with, hey. Now you're standing all alone now. Your story, yeah, can be told now. Now your fingers are hypnotized. Now you're waiting, yeah, for my phone call. I got the storyline all worked out, but there was something you forgot about so completely, so completely. You said you tried with your loving heart, but there was something I could never part with. But you start with, you start with.
Can you believe it? My God. What a nice little bit of music coming from the Swingin' Chads. Huh? Do you remember the time frame? I do. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. But Gore's went on to be something, and the others, they've gone on to be whoever it is they are. Huh, Swingin' Chads. I saw them up at the Soper Reese Theater not too long ago. And they had a nice house. People were very friendly. And Randy McGowan, he three-stepped from the where the floor is up to where the landing space is for performing, and turned around and did a back flip. Can you believe it? Huh? Yeah, Randy McGowan, we call him. He's got a wonderful, wonderful wife. She's here this evening, so nice to have her with us. And that's sort of the family issue, you know. I don't know anything else. My family is my wife and my daughter and my son, our little doggy, and Sandy basically takes care of me. Randy McGowan sitting next to me now. We'll do some talking. Randy, great to see you, dude. God, do you look good.
Bruce,
Oh, God.
pleasure.
Wow.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here, and you know, for just checking us out. And we're pleased that things are sort of happening with your son, and then everything else in your life, man. You did the one song you did was, I don't know, what was something on the radio. You'll have to run it by me.
Let me reiterate that.
Let me have somebody look that up in the book, because I don't know what it means.
You know what it is? Digital radio these days, I'm not sure how it works. There was a time when KYA and KFRC, made all of our lives. There's an organization from England, Berkshire, and they have taken all these different radio people from around the world through academia. They're also called academia. And about August or so, I had a call from KRLA from this guy that liked their first album, with the Swinging Chads.
Yeah.
And he said, do you have anything new? And I said, well, yeah, I have this one song, Melissa. I just finished recording it last week. Let me send it to you. So I emailed him a copy of it. And next thing you know, they said, we really want to put this on the radio. And so I joined their club. It's like $56 a month. It's like, yeah.
You pay them.
It's payola. It's
I gotcha, yeah. Huh.
For the Clive Davis Foundation, I guess is what it's for. And they've been really kind to me. So the first month they played it about 90 times or so. So in February, last month, they played it 9,480 times around the world, everywhere from Dubai, Israel,
Right.
Thailand, South America.
Right. So they'll be sending big money to you.
I'm hoping that I'm going to go to your house at least to give the dog some biscuits, But
gosh, that'd be so
what's so
incredible.
interesting to me is that nowadays with Spotify, we're on all those things: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. But what's interesting is that there's people out there that are hearing our music that we really couldn't go visit in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
So on Monday last week, I got an email from academia. Academia is probably really what they want to call themselves. And they said, you're really good in China. There's an article in China about the Swinging Chads.
Artichoke hearts?
Artichoke hearts.
Wow.
No, the Swinging Chads.
Sorry, the Swinging Chads in China?
Swinging Chads, yeah.
Oh, dude.
So there's a wonderful picture of us with all these little creatures that they make porcelain out of.
Yeah.
So it's a really unique time. So the record, we haven't really released it on vinyl or CD yet. We just recently had our friend Stephen C. work on the mastering and mixing of the tunes, and we just got him back yesterday. So we're investigating. Everybody's listening to it and saying, gee, I really like that song. No, I hate that song. Can we redo it? So that's one of those things. There's four of us. Ken Ingalls, our drummer. We love him. He's our friend. He has the recording studio that really makes wonderful sounds.
Yeah,
He lives in Talmadge.
So that's going to be out before long. What people are watching you or listening to you are saying, well, where can we see you kids play, or are you playing?
Yeah, we are playing Robinson Rancheria in Nice.
Oh, in Nice, yeah.
Which is going to be this Saturday, the day before Easter, the 31st of March.
Gosh.
And then we play the Atlantis usually on my 39th wedding anniversry. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
For a woman who could tolerate this lifestyle.
You're disgusting. We're at 47.
I know, I really am. But we're going to be playing the Atlantis for 3 nights.
Nice, huh?
29th, 30th, and July 1st. And then we're, looking at all the possibilities of taking the award, which I'm going to go down and pick up in Pasadena on the 19th of April, and then launching from there, doing some more work in Los Angeles.
Dude, so you're moving around pretty good.
Moving around.
And, you bet that's the deal. Anybody that's into the music business knows that the idea of music is more than just a notion.
Right.
You got to get out and hustle your booties.
That's right.
And you just do it over and over and over and over. That's that's what's happening. That's kind of what helped me on the TV thing. Just trying to get to 1,000 shows. People go, what? How? That's not possible. Well, but it is.
Yes, it is.
And
I was on the 500 one with the Sticky Vicky and the Pine Cones.
Oh God, yeah. Where is Sticky Vicky? She's around, right?
She's in Sacramento.
Yes, yeah. It's nothing. What's wrong with that, huh? I'd rather be a dill pickle than a hamburger.
Depends on where you're going to sell that thing. You know?
Yeah, watch it, buddy. This is a family show.
Right. You know what's interesting about where we're at on the timeline of music is that I think that where I'm at on my fifth act after being stricken with throat cancer 5 years ago,
Yes.
and having my voice given back to me, this third act is relatively going really fast. You know, I've been writing a lot of songs. I live in a beautiful spot, as you know,
Yes.
right on the lake, and I'm able
That's
to.
called Clear Lake.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
we
is that
call
up
it
there?
Lakeport, but
Yeah.
it's Kansas.
We're at Blue Lake, you know.
That's right, and I love your lake too. We'll be playing there this summer.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta nail it because they're saying it's time to quit.
Uh-oh.
You'll be coming back and playing again a little bit later.
The big
on,
hit
won't you?
record called Melissa. Will be
I
doing
like it, man. I'm so pleased that you've come.
Very
You've shared
nice.
some time with us and
Thank you, Bruce.
given us a big
always a
smile
pleasure.
on our face. Thank you. I'll put your hands together here for him, please. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'll tell you, I'm just so pleased that Randy was here, and oh yeah. All right, I'm going to do right now because Little Green Turtle needs to shake it up a little bit. Yeah. I want to get you hauling and moving and shaking it as much as you can. You know, you know what I'm talking about, Tom? I got Little Green Turtle. I'm going to set him on the top of this what you call it, and let's see what Turtle can do. All right, let's go. All right. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, move that thing around. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, huh? Oh, that's so cute. Very nice. Oh, you're safe. Why don't you go kiss Santa's booty? Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that was one of the best you've done in a while. Thank you, huh? Dude. Little Green Turtle, you've been on quite a while, and people seem to sort of kind of enjoy you, and I enjoy you too. And it reminds me of Al Jasbo Collins. He would do little kind of unusual, different things like that in a time frame that was not where we're at right now. Our next guest has brought some posters, and he's worked with the Digital Bee in Echo City. We'll talk more about this. The Human Being, which I'm sort of interested in because I'm kind of related to that time frame. But all the other things, I guess I'm kind of related to it, but I'm not because I have a lot to learn, and that's what you do when you do these sort of things. You kind of let the word get out there. You see what I'm talking about? What are you looking the other way for? Let the word get out and you talk about it. Yeah, the Digital Bee in Tokyo in '95. I can't believe it. Yeah, he's a really, really fine young kid. Anyway, his name is Michael. Michael Gosney is here with us now, and we'll be talking with him. Put your hands together for him. Hello, buddy. Thank you. It's really nice to have you come. Thank you, man. You're looking great. Oh, I can't believe that you've been doing. How many years have you been doing what it is you do?
I've been doing a lot of different things, but I've been involved in the digital media world since the 80s, which is where my connection with the human being, interestingly, came along.
In the 80s? Yeah?
Yeah, well,
and what year was that, the first, in the 80s?
Well, 1989 was
89,
the first
yeah.
Digital Be-In, which was, at the time, kind of a tongue-in-cheek tribute to the human being, which had occurred on January 14th, 1967
Yes.
in Golden Gate Park, the
You
original
worked on that
gathering of
originally.
the tribes. No, I was a teenager in Kansas City at the time.
You still look pretty young.
But
Nothing wrong with that.
But I found myself, involved with a lot of the original human being people in the early 90s.
Okay.
When we continued this series of events called the Digital Be-In. And they were originally during Macworld Expo, which happened to be in January every year. And it was a party for all the kind of cyber hip people.
Was this about the time where Wozniak was kind of stirring up the air and doing odds and ends stuff?
Well,
what?
he did the US Festival.
Yeah.
But this was really the Macintosh world of the late 80s when desktop publishing was invented and all the other digital media technologies that set the stage for the internet. And most people don't know about that era between 85 and 92, but
Why do you know about it?
we
How
were in the
come-
middle, because
what-
well, we were in the middle of it. I started a magazine.
How did you start it? What happened? What happened to you? Changed you?
What happened?
Your mom and dad must have said, "What is our son doing?" how you know what I mean? What did that?
Well,
how did it
originally
turn out?
I aspired.
Were you a techie guy?
From early on? I was a publisher, really. I was aspiring to publish books, and to this day, it's remained one of my missions is to get evolutionary information out in the world.
Big time.
And back then,
So Stuart Brand was a really important guy to you at one
Well, he
time?
was an inspiration, absolutely.
Yeah.
Stuart Brand with whole Earth catalog and all the things he did. But yeah, so I was seeing how, you know, constrained the book publishing industry was in the late 70s and early 80s. And I had published some books on environmental topics.
And when you say constrained in the 70s and 80s, what does that mean?
Well, that meant
Because
that.
it's not like right now. Right now, like, what the hell's going on? All these thousands of books that Amazon
Well, yeah.
sells.
Now that's
Well,
one of the fruits of the digital media revolution is, you know, unlimited publishing now, which has its downsides, but it's also a wonderful thing that
Yes.
anyone can publish. But that wasn't
course.
true back then.
Yeah, I guess.
Small presses were the only way to get published, or self-publishing, but it was very expensive to print books then. And so anyway, I was inspired when I saw the early Macintosh and the laser printer and PageMaker software, and I was experimenting with digital art on the Mac and started to meet other artists working with the computers. And so we formed a magazine. I was inspired by the literary journal tradition.
What name of magazine was it?
Called Verbum.
Verbum.
Verbum, the Journal of Personal Computer
That's
Aesthetics.
kind of the backside of my director's. No, all right.
So we were a showcase of
Verbum.
creativity with computers in the very early years,
yeah.
and then we covered all the other media forms: music, media, video, animation, printing, design. You know, there was a transformation across 7 industries actually, going digital. And so we were in the middle of that, and we had a party with all the artists and the programmers, and kind of celebrating this more digital media part of the technology revolution. And that led to our party, which attracted Chet Helms and Alan Cohen and Tim Leary. We all became friends. They were part of this party during the 90s. It was kind of the socially conscious cyberculture crowd through the 90s and on into the 2000s. We did 16.
And these people, they mingled, right? The people from there.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, you can do that. It's no problem. But from one time frame to the next, they all got together.
Well, that's what's
and pretty
wonderful
well
is the
mingled.
cross-generational
Yeah.
kind of intermingling, and of course, this counterculture, if you want to call it that, I like to call it evolutionary culture, has come in waves over several decades now. And a lot of people say, well, what happened to the 60s? Well, what's Burning Man? You know, all the different movements that came out of the 60s are still very alive in the world today. And but we did the 50th anniversary party
Yes.
last year here in San Francisco for the Human Being.
Where'd you do it?
At the Gray Area Grand Theater on Mission, which in the Mission District on Mission Street, which is the old Grand Theater that's been converted into a wonderful kind of high-tech venue. And Bill McCarthy of the Unity Foundation, who I think you may know, and I co-produced this party. And he brought in,
Well,
because
what do all
he's
you weird
unlike
people
me.
do? You sit around and you don't like smoke dope, you don't
course we
drink
smoke dope.
wine, you don't do all the, you know, I mean, what's happening? What do you do when you get together?
At a digital be-in?
Yeah.
Well, we have talks in the early part of the evening. We have an exhibition space. We have you know, live bands and then electronic music later. That's pretty much the typical format.
You like the
And so
electronic music?
One day. Yes, I've been involved in the electronic music scene for a long time. I'm a
For sure.
DJ as well, actually. And
Yeah, I know. You mentioned you were a DJ.
yeah.
God, it's wonderful because you're on a different side of the coin, and I'm learning when I'm talking to you. So I mean, what the hell? That's pretty damn important.
Well, I like this the connection between electronic music and live music, and there's been a lot over the years going on in that space. And today, it's really kind of exciting. All the different.
I think so. What do you say is so important between electronic and live? How What does it do that you and your feeling?
Well, you can just have amazing percussion with electronic music.
Yes,
and it's not
yes.
necessarily all synthetic, it's recorded, but you can just really enhance the heaviness of the beat and the bass part of it. But also, it's just remarkable what you can do with production, combining live recordings with electronic sounds.
Are you going to be doing live and all that? Yeah, it seems like you're a person that wants to do all kinds of different things, right?
Well, but our, by the way, we actually recorded the Human Being 50th, and it's on the website bein.com, be-in.com.
bein.com.
bein.com
Yeah.
has the 50th anniversary party is up there, and a live recording of the entire 4 hours. And we had some wonderful musicians from the 60s era, but also a modern band, House of Hamsa. It was really, really great.
Where's this going for
celebration.
you? I mean, what's the big payoff in years to come for you? I'm trying to go live day to day.
Well, I don't know what the payoff is. I work in a number of different areas. I'm still involved in book publishing.
Yes.
I work with Synergetic Press, publish books on the environment and on psychedelic therapy and things like that.
This is a thing on Digital Bee in Tokyo in '95. I don't know, you people can get it. Whoops.
Yeah, that was during Macworld Expo in Tokyo in '95, and it was pretty fun event. We had.
Hold it. Did you get a shot of that?
That was designed by some
Hold it
Japanese
there.
computer artists
There you
back in '95.
Yeah.
And I had some co-producers over there. And
Well, it must have been a good deal, man. It's great because it's part of the world that, of course, that I'm sort of not guess I've chosen not to be a part of, and it's great because
the cyberculture, the whole technology was very influenced by the Bay Area's kind of interdisciplinary culture.
I
and
totally believe that.
the psychedelic and activism kind of culture here had a lot to do with the formation of the web. That was the 10th annual Digital Be-In, and
The
that
10th,
was
huh?
yeah.
Wow. Humanistic technology, celebrating a decade of humanistic technology.
And that was what we were promoting. That's why Tim Leary, most people don't know that Tim's final 7 or 8 years of his life, he was completely into the cyberculture world, and he had a lot to do with inspiring some of the early pioneers as to the importance of the humanistic dimension of the web and
this
digital
is
media.
really interesting. So do you have like teachers, and you go to Dharma, or you go to people that teach you any of this stuff? Nothing, huh?
No, I've been influenced by a lot of these amazing
gotcha.
visionaries.
Me too.
Over
Me
the
too.
years,
I see Stephen Ken was there. Great, played that instrument. I can't remember the name. Bob Braylow.
Didgeridoo, yeah.
Yeah, didgeridoo. DJs. Were you on the
Stephen
DJ people?
I might have been on there. DJ Gauze on there. I don't know. I can't remember if I played it that way.
Gauze.
GOZ is my DJ name.
I see. Huh. It might be there.
I don't play much these days, but.
Yeah, it's wonderful because I never had any idea ever getting into that.
Well,
It's a beautiful thing.
What's fascinating is the modern and festival culture, and of course Burning Man's kind of the mothership.
That's the big deal. Yeah, our daughter goes to them. By the way, thank you, Rachel Latimer, for sort of
thank you,
turning me
Rachel.
on to you.
Yeah.
Now, this is one here, a celebration of cultural diversity in cyberspace. That just
that one
blows
we
my
had
head off.
we had Jerry Brown. Let me hold that up.
Yeah, you do it.
We had Jerry Brown and Willie Brown. Both of them spoke at this one.
Yeah.
And
Chet
at that
Helms,
time-
Alan Cohen.
Yeah.
God,
And there's a bunch of videos on the BN website, and there's a Facebook page, the Digital BN Facebook page. So yeah, that turn on, intertune in, and shine out. That was Tim Leary's update of his maxim from which he originally said at the Human Being.
Right.
And that he did a video message for the Tokyo BN, and that's where he introduced that phrase. Turn on, he said, the Japanese are going to teach us how to turn on, intertune in, and shine out.
He was a really quite an amazing individual. I remember, you know, way before he became sort of important or whatever, hanging with people and out in the back in La Honda and you know, just kind of doing that scene. And I thought it was pretty cool. He was an interesting guy. Here's a digital BN13. Now this is the Transparent Network.
Yes, that's
29. That was in
the theme of that
2004.
one.
Yeah.
It was on Memorial Day, and the themes were always meant to be, you know, expressed through art and music in different ways. And Transparent Network was talking about the inherent transparency of the web, which of course we're seeing the good and the bad of that now these days. Information wants to be free, right?
Yeah. And it's not. It's what's going to happen there. You must have an idea.
Well,
The Facebook and all that. Is that what you're talking about?
well, and all
the other places,
all the terrible stuff that goes on with, you know.
I don't get it. Yeah, they want it. They don't want the government to get involved and do anything or take hold, and yet when it is out there and it is free and you know, so I don't know. You know, I mean, that's your gig.
Well, I am involved with a kind of a forward-thinking community in the technology world, and a lot of us are very excited about what's going on with blockchain and the opportunity to create what's called distributed ledger technology, to create a new kind of web social network that's open and it's private. You know, that we have personal privacy with our identities, with our digital identities, and I think that's going to get. Facebook is an old paradigm that's going to give way to something new over the next few years.
I wonder if you'll drop it and go into whatever the new thing is, or take all this money and, you know, go and sail around the world. I don't know.
It's pretty wild, but you know, today's kind of events that resonate with the original human being and then the digital beings we did through the 90s are really more in the festival world. Symbiosis, and there's many festivals around the world, the Boom Festival over in Portugal, and they all are carrying forth these values of not only peace and love, but, you know, environmental consciousness and social justice.
Well, that's what we certainly need to have, environmental, social.
Right.
That's not anything new.
Right. And by the way, I work with a nonprofit called the World Peace Through Technology. And they produce the How Weird Street Fair, which is now it's called the How Weird Street Fair.
Oh, How Weird!
And it's on May 6th, Sunday, in downtown San Francisco, and we have 25,000 people, 10 stages, all it's electronic music, dancing.
What's electronic?
It's all dancing in the street from noon to 8 o'clock.
What a strange thing that must be just really great for people that love it. Right?
It is. It's pretty amazing, actually. Gathering urban festival, and we also have a new component there that I've been working on called Green Alley, which is a cannabis education zone, and that's an area that I've also been involved in over the years. The last 3 digital be-ins were on Earth Day in 2007, 8, and 9. And then in 2011 and 12, I produced with my colleagues with Earth Dance, which is another festival group, Earth Dance. And we produced the Deep Green event for 2 years on Earth Day, which was all about cannabis and hemp. And I'm pretty excited about
get the word out there.
Revolution.
That's all I am trying to do, and all I have tried to do. I remember the kid that he just died, and he came on the show 20 years ago, and he was running for either the governor or the president.
Dennis Barone.
Dennis, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
one
came
of our
on.
heroes.
Yeah, for sure.
He started the 215. He had the original Cannabis Buyers Club, and started the whole medical cannabis revolution. And we're going to honor him at Green Alley at Howard Street Fair, actually.
Oh, good for you. I just thought, well, yes.
Well, now, hey, we should also just observe the wonderful contribution that John Perry Barlow made to all of our lives. He just passed over a few weeks ago, and you know, he was the lyricist for the Grateful Dead for many years. He wrote all of Bobby's songs, and he and Mitch Kapor founded the EFF, Electronic Frontier Foundation, back in the early days of the Digital Being, and he went on to become one of our great spokespersons for freedom of speech on the internet.
This is cool, Michael. I'm sure pleased you've come here because it's getting me, aware and awake. It doesn't mean it's going to change me or anything. I don't know, but it gives me a little more knowledge, and there are people out trying to get more knowledge around, and not
Absolutely.
just.
Well, you've been doing it
sitting
for
around.
many years, Bruce. It's an honor to be on your show, man.
It's really cool of you to
it's
say
a
that.
classic
Thank you.
tradition that it's a wonderful life's work, man.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I'm so appreciative of you coming
Absolutely.
today. Thank you.
Thank you
Put
so
your
much.
hands together for him, please. Yeah, stay there. Thank you. Yeah. Will you hand my guitar over here?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Seriously, oh, it's over here, dude. Hey, it's against the wall. Don't mess around with it, please. No, I can't. I can't hear too good. My tuning, so don't mess with the tuning. And then I'm going to do this song called Lard. You're such a good man. Thank you. Oh yeah. This is lucky. Yeah, lucky. I've had this for a long time. I haven't brought it out for a while. Where's that? I guess he took he took the drone and he went up there. No problem. Well. Yeah. We did this thing called Lard. I finally got the words together. It ain't no big shakes, but it's something, and I enjoy it. So why the hell not mess around with it? Yeah. This will be dedicated, of course, to Roger Glenn, but he's let go of the lard. Yeah, he has. He's down now. He's down to 240 something. I like lard, whole mess of lard. Well, I rub it in my nostrils. I put it on my chin. Eat it with my hot dog, chili dog, Spam, and Ultra Slim. 'Cause I like lard. Well, I hide it in my backyard, stow it in my tow truck, keep it in my outhouse, put my desk drawer too. Well, I rub it on my pillow, put it on my steering wheel, soak my underpants in it, and my condoms too. 'Cause I like lard. Oh, well, I pour it on my dog's feet, mix it with the house paint, eat it with my beer. Let's be clear, I like lard. Well, the doctor says my veins are all clogged. But I don't take it too hard. 'Cause up in heaven I know there's a swimming hole full of lard, full of lard. There's my lard song for you. I haven't written a song in a year. Like I say, I wrote a book, but everybody can write the kind of book crap that I was writing. So then I just did scripts, and then, I don't know, it kind of got to that, and then I finally finished it off. So pleased you're all with us this evening. You're all special, you're all crappy, and you're all stupid. This is what we're out to do, is put out the light. Put the light out to you. You like the light? I like to put out the light. Put out the comfort, put out the joy. That's the name of the game. All you folks at home are about ready to end up the show, but we're going to go back to the folks that started off our show. And I hope you can get a little bit more of what they're doing. They're getting a little second helping. They're going to put it on your platter, and you do what you want with that platter. You know what I'm saying? All right. The swinging Chads are on our stage. Put your hands together, please. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Melissa, she's a dark-haired girl, dark-eyed lady. I'm so blessed that you made it, I made it. Baby, you're up in the air. Well, I'm wide awake, but I'm dreaming of you. Baby, I love you. You're so, so true, and I can't get enough of that love. Melissa, I wanna thank you for being my friend. Yeah, I wanna thank you for bringing me back again. Come on. Oh, Melissa, I'm wide awake, but I'm dreaming of you. You're so true. I feel your love coming closer every day. Well, I love you, baby, when you're closer to me. I need your love, baby. It's so true, and I can't get enough of you. Ooh, Mama Melissa. I wanna thank you for being my friend. I wanna thank you for bringing me back again. Come on, Diamond Friend. Guitar now. For being my friend. Yeah, I wanna thank you for bringing me back
That's it, huh? Hey. Hey, oh, God. Boy, oh, boy. Hey, thanks so much, huh? Thank you for being here, all you kids for coming here. I know you had a long way to travel here, and so it's a big deal. By the way, you folks that are, you want to get a hold of that second gentleman that we wanted to give out his address and whatnot. All right, so anyway, Michael Gosney, or michael.gosney at gmail.com. Did you get it? Michael.gosney at gmail.com. You got it, right? I gave it a little time so you can do it. This is important stuff, so get it and get it down and get your thing rolling. That's what we've been doing for the last hour or so, getting our scene rolling and doing what we can. It's especially important to do the show tonight. There have been lots of really unusual sort of things happening. We'll go out with a little music when we're letting our graphics go up. Oh yeah, that's Wendy DeWitt, Hilltop Stomp. I want to thank all the people who've been with us. Yeah, thank you. The Swing and Chads. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, people just coming and hanging in the studio. Lots of people like to dance, hang out, and do what you can to like simulate some really beautiful feelings. Do you know what I'm talking about? Simulate just something. Do something. I've been doing it for a long time, 28 years, and if you don't do nothing, you're just going to be sitting on your behind. But don't do that. So you take care of yourself. So do what you can about watching what kind of program you can watch. I can't stand the damn advertisements on television. Things have to get out of the way. But take care of yourselves. We love you. All right? All right. Thanks, guys. Thank all you folks there.